Lila had always been a quiet, reserved girl. She lived in Springfield, Illinois, where her small-town life was marked by the simplicity of its rhythms. Lila's shy demeanor and low self-esteem were exacerbated by her struggles with anorexia and anxiety, making high school an overwhelming experience for her. Dee, a tall, blonde girl, had been Lila's classmate since middle school. Initially, they got along well enough, but as the first year of high school approached, Dee's behavior changed. She began to bully Lila in subtle ways that no one else seemed to notice at first. Dee spread lies about Lila doing disgusting things and refused to sit near her on the shelf, even going so far as to encourage others to do the same. Lila was too afraid to confront Dee or report what was happening. She felt a mix of shame and guilt, believing that she must have done something wrong for this treatment. The situation continued into the new year, causing Lila's mental health issues to worsen significantly. The turning point came during freshman year when Lila discovered that she would be in a dance class with Dee. It was an opportunity to take revenge on someone who had caused so much pain and embarrassment over the past year. Lila decided to gather any evidence of Dee's malicious behavior, knowing it could help her build a case. One day, while Lila was speaking to another student, she heard Dee and her friend discussing their younger sisters in a dance class. Dee was not only spreading rumors about her sisters, but also talking negatively about them in front of others. This moment struck a chord with Lila. She realized that the humiliation could be turned against Dee. The following dance class provided the perfect setting for Lila's plan to come to fruition. She approached the teacher, who had been aware of Dee's reputation as a troublemaker, and whispered about her experiences with bullying. The teacher was taken aback and decided to keep an eye on Dee during the class. As they began dancing, Lila carefully observed Dee's reactions. During one particularly challenging routine, she saw Dee looking uncomfortable and shifting uncomfortably in her shoes. This small victory filled Lila with a sense of satisfaction that she had been waiting for years to experience. After class, Lila approached the teacher again, adding 2 more pieces of information: Dee's belief that her younger sisters were ugly and her boyfriend's involvement in sex harassment allegations from the previous year. The teacher listened intently, his expression shifting from surprise to shock as he absorbed the weight of what he was hearing. The dance class had become a stage for Lila to reclaim some of the dignity she felt had been stripped away. Dee's discomfort during the routine and the teacher's reaction served as confirmation that her actions were effective. The teacher couldn't believe how much damage Dee had caused, especially considering Lila's initial passivity. In the following weeks, news spread through the school about what happened in dance class. Students began to question Dee's behavior and character, and she found herself isolated from many of her previous friends. Lila felt a sense of closure as this gossip overshadowed the bullying she had endured for so long. However, the victory was short-lived. Dee retaliated by spreading rumors about Lila herself, suggesting that everything Lila said might not have been true after all. Lila's self-esteem took another hit, and she found herself questioning her actions. Desperate to regain control of her life, Lila sought help through therapy and rage rooms, but the lingering pain from Dee's bullying persisted. She felt torn between the need for justice and the fear of escalating the situation further. One night, after a particularly grueling session in a rage room, she sat down with a notebook and began to write. She wrote about her experiences, detailing every instance of Dee's behavior and the impact it had on her. As she penned each word, Lila realized that this was not just revenge. It was about reclaiming her voice and identity. The act of writing became therapeutic, allowing her to process her emotions and find a way forward. Lila decided to share her story anonymously online, hoping that others might find comfort in knowing they were not alone. To her surprise, the post went viral, garnering thousands of comments from people who had faced similar situations. She received messages of support and validation, reminding her that she was stronger than she thought. The aftermath of Lila's actions changed both their lives. Dee was eventually suspended for spreading malicious rumors, while Lila began to see a glimmer of hope in her future. She realized that the anger and pain were not just about revenge, they were about healing and moving forward. As time passed, Lila found herself more confident and resilient. The experience had taught her that she deserved better than the treatment she received from Dee. She continued to seek therapy and support, but now with a newfound sense of purpose. The closure she needed was not just about the past, it was about building a brighter future. 1 year later, as Lila prepared to head off to college out of state, she felt a mix of excitement and relief. The memories of high school still lingered, but they no longer defined her. She knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, she was ready to face them with strength and determination. The end.